The sun is shining, so we had to come outside, and the Scouts joined us this morning. Shaquille Jessa, a regular here on the Scout circuit. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, too.
We're getting set for camping season. The Cubs are behind us. Good morning, guys. They're all ready to go with the tent. I mean, if you're going to go camping, we got to get things perfected with the tent. Let's see how quickly you can do it. Ready, set, go. And as they're doing it, Shaquille, what are the keys we need to keep in mind for putting up the perfect tent?
So some of the keys for putting up a tent, especially in spring, is you want it to be a little bit lighter than your winter camping tent. You want it to be nice and light, but you also want it to be still warm because it's still chilly outside, especially here in Vancouver. Also, you want to make sure that it also always has a fly, like the Cubs are putting on right now, and it's going to keep it nice and warm and nice and dry, especially in the springtime when it can get a little wet.
Layers on the ground there?
Yeah, you want to put like a ground sheet underneath the tent to make sure that it keeps it from anything, like if there's mud or any other dirt on the ground, you want to make sure that you're nice and warm.
I think that was record time. Well done. Well done, Cubs. I'm going to come over to your table because once the tent is set, there are plenty of accessories and supplies to make sure we are safe. So, Luca, right?
Yep.
Okay, Luca, tell us what we have and what we need to bring when we're camping.
Well, I think that it's extremely important for when you're camping to bring a first aid kit because anything can happen. And for example, when you're camping, sometimes usually there's not a hospital nearby. So if you don't have a first aid kit and, for example, you break your leg, well, what are you going to do?
And the most important things in the first aid kit again?
Well, I like to have a Band-Aid, a bandage, and also,
Shaquille, what do you think?
I think it's also important to carry like an emergency blanket in your first aid kit and also like a tensor to keep everything nice and secure.
A little bit of everything, teamwork. Luca, nicely done. I love the accent too, by the way. Maddie, tell me, what do you have here?
I think very important is the compass, because if you have a map and you don't know where you're going, the compass is always the best way to know where you're going. Also, a flashlight is good because if you're in the dark and you can't see anything, or you can't see if anything's coming towards you, then it's really hard to see. So.
Two very important things right there. Thank you, Maddie. And Ayan, what do you recommend bringing?
Myself, you know, we always rely on cell phones nowadays, but if you're at the peak of a mountain and you don't have Wi-Fi or cellular up there, then it's really always good to carry a map of where you're going around just to make sure you're on the right path. And then another thing I think is a great idea is to get a spare change of clothes. If you fall, if you get wet, you especially don't want to be wearing cold socks or cold clothes. It will make you especially more cold. So just bring a fresh pair of clothes in case you get wet or anything like that.
Love those dry socks. Great ideas here. The map, the compass. Of course, we've got the bandages that Luca was mentioning. Scouts.ca, is there a checklist of everything we want to bring when we're going camping?
Yeah, so there's like a list, and you can find like all the check marks and other things you want to bring when you go hiking, when you go camping, anything else.
Okay, quickly, I want to talk about Good Turn Week, paying it forward with random acts of kindness. Scouts is all about it. Tell us about a personal experience for you.
So personally, we gave out bike lights in the streets of downtown Vancouver near English Bay, and we were able to give out over 500 bike lights to people just to promote bike safety. And I know these guys at 23rd LC Roy, they were able to give create their own like give out food. I think these Cubs know what they're talking about. They were giving out food for helping like the BCSPCA and helping dogs, and they were handcrafting their own toys for these dogs. Perfect.
The gift that keeps on giving. We've got the tent, we've got the supplies, and the cutest Scouts out there. Well done, everybody. You guys did a great job today. Scouts.ca, again, is the website. We'll take a quick break. Watch this coming up on the other side. Shaquille, thanks so much. High five, Cubs. Good job. Good job. Good job. Stay tuned.